guys, welcome back to Pregame with Girlfriend. I'm your host, I'm Adiola, and today's episode 2, we have a very good friend of mine. We actually just met, but I feel like we met and we just decided, like, we just closed so much because I feel like I relate to you. You probably relate to me as well, right? So this is Brittany.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I am a freelance writer and I'm just starting out making content. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my God, thank you so much for coming. And I am so happy to. I'm eating and then drinking. But you're drinking,
good.
so that's
No,
good.
it's okay. We're drinking.
She bought me this chocolate cookie. It's so good. This is so good. So I microwave it and it's still amazing. Anyway, yeah. So today we are going to be discussing these 3 topics. We are in my apartment, by the way, so you guys can see it's so small. It's Brooklyn, so look guess right.
I love it. It's so cute.
Thank you. Like me, because I'm cute. All right. Anyway. Today we are going to be discussing these 3 topics, and I feel like a lot of you might relate to a lot of topics like related to this topic. So the first one is, what is one rule that you abide by in your life? And the second one is going to be, what is your goal? And the third one is,
what does loyalty mean to you?
What does loyalty mean to you? Yeah. So let's go by the first one. What is the one rule that you abide with in life in general?
Okay, so I feel like something that I always try to abide by, like life starts outside of your comfort zone, right? So like it's super easy to just like fall into a rut where you are just comfortable and you stay in that little bubble because it's like safe. But a lot of the time I feel like a lot of growth like happens like outside, right? Like say yes to things that you don't normally say yes to. That's something I've been trying to do lately. Just, I mean, like it's nice being comfortable, but there's not a lot of growth sometimes.
I got it. So would you say you are like a daredevil, like somebody that, like you said you wanted to do some things that you don't normally do? Like, let's say somebody just said, oh, let's just go and jump out of the plane or something. Would you do that?
No. Look, there are like limitations here.
You just said you're gonna do
but yes. But I mean, like, I didn't used to go to events, and like now I do. I try to go to as many events as I can. And I don't know. I've been traveling a little more than I used to travel.
Right.
Which is good. But I would not jump out of a plane. If I'm jumping out of a plane, somebody pushed me and it was not okay. Like that would not be good.
I like that. But so you would say, like, from what I get, that means you're like introvert, right?
Little.
Oh my God.
A little.
Okay. So what is the thing? This is question under that question, right?
Yes.
From what you're saying.
Yes.
What is the thing that you did recently that it's really outside of your comfort zone? Like you were like trembling when you were about to do it or when you're doing it?
That's a good question. I guess going to California recently. I don't know. I have a thing with planes. And I was like, you know what? This is going to be worth it. It's going to be so worth it. It's going to be fun. So I got in the plane. I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm on the plane and I'm trapped in the air, but it's fine. And I did it. And it was so worth it because like I made so many great memories and I was proud of myself for getting on the plane.
Oh, I'm so
I
proud
know
of you
it sounds like nothing, but it was a big deal to me.
No, trust me. I was a flight attendant for 5 years and I could tell you, being scared about plane is a real thing. That's a really, really real thing that needs therapy and a lot of patience. So people that are doing it, I give them a lot of I find them respectful because it's so hard to do something that you're afraid of, especially when you're not in control. Because I could know that I don't do Ferris wheel and all that because I cannot control them. That's things that I can't control. I don't like to do it. So when people do things that they can't control and they just, still like go outside of their comfort zone, I have respect for people like that.
Yeah, my dad's a pilot too, and he flies. He has his own plane that he flies for fun. But wow, that also takes a lot of I don't know, courage for me to get in. I mean, I love my dad, but I don't know, something about being in the plane and being oh, my whole life is in his hands in this little plane.
But that's your dad.
No, I know, but it's ugh. So, you also feel a lot of turbulence in a
Right.
smaller plane.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. But it's okay because I'm doing it. I did
Right.
it. I went places.
That's
It's
all that
fine.
matters. You like going forward, even though it scares you. You know, I remember my mother used to say, you know, the best thing you could do is something scare you and you still show up anyway.
That's what yep, that's it.
That is the goal. Like, that is life right there. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you know this about me. I'm a very vocal person. I am really like, I hate to like confront people like face to face, but if I have to, I will do it. And I slap someone if I have to do that.
Yeah.
That's just my, like me, because I make sure people understand that I don't like this. So if for me to like be like confrontful, like, no, that's me. I've been on 3. Like, I was on 0 when I said I don't like this. And if I have to like confront someone, I'm about to fight, because now I'm like on limits. Like, I don't push it. Like, you understand?
No,
So
totally.
I'm a very vocal person, and to do things that like recently what I did that was way outside of my comfort zone, because I haven't done that in a long time, is just like to apologize when I know I didn't do something wrong.
That's tough. That is tough.
It is annoying to me because I know the person was wrong, which I usually like. I'm not the kind of person that accommodate people. I'd be like, oh, we are making a mistake. Like, we start arguing, I'm just like gonna be like, yes, you're right. Like, that's what I do. And I have to apologize after I said, okay, even though I didn't believe what she was saying, I said, I apologize. That's kind of like outside of my comfort zone. And this girl actually didn't even say anything bad. She just like looked at me like as if I'm crazy or something.
Really?
I know. I'm like, okay, what's going on
You were
right
the bigger
now?
person there.
I did, but it's kind of like it pisses me off just a little bit. And I'm Libra, so I get like I pissed off like immediately, and I forget about it. And another friend called me like 2 days ago, was like, oh, about this thing. And I literally did forget about it. And now I'm pissed off because it was like 2 weeks ago and I forgot about it. And this person bring it up. So I'm like, oh, like I go outside of my, for me to be like, I'm still a bad person. So I get that. And I find respect for people that go outside of their comfort zone, try to do something the right way or things that they wanted to do. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I give you respect for that. So that gets me to my second question. What is your goal right now? Like, your life goal? If you have to, like, let's make it simpler. If you have to describe your goal in 5 words, and like in 5 years, in 5 words. Your goals in the next 5 years in 5 words.
5 words.
What would it be?
Okay, I guess. I mean, hold on. I got 5 words. I need to break it down now.
Okay, don't break it out. Just say it. Just bring it out.
E-commerce editor and fashion content creator.
Yes.
Was that? Yeah. Hold on. E-commerce editor.
No, you're good.
That was 5. It was 5.
That was good. That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, I really want to like get more into like creating content and also be an editor at some point.
You're gonna do that. You're amazing. And I just want to say, you probably get that content creator like down. Like right now, I love your makeup, and I feel like if you do like a tutorial, like it's so cute. Even you're on that high, is that like I love it. Like, you need to like do like tutorial, like I have to do makeups and all that for people like me that don't, a lot of makeup.
Yeah, I do love makeup. Yeah. I'm kind of picky about it though. Like, I only try to use like natural products. I had a whole blog at one point in my life just about like clean beauty.
No, you should start doing that back. It's so pretty. I mean, like now I'm looking at you like real life. I could say it's so pretty. I'm sure it's gonna look amazing on TV too. So yeah, you should do that. So I feel like that is a great goal in my own point. Like I always said, when you already, the first step of knowing your goal or achieving your goal is knowing what your goal is. And when you already know what your goal is, you can start working towards that, because that's the easiest part. Some people might be like, oh, I mean, at least you know your goal. Like, you could speak to some people that are just like, oh, I just want to wake up the next 5 years and I still be alive. Like, that's so easy.
Yeah.
Finding a purpose and trying to find a meaning to life and just chase it, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. I mean, like, underlying all of that, it's just like happiness, obviously, but that's the cliche. I mean, like, I see myself writing like shopping stories, hopefully the rest of my life, editing. I mean, I shopping and writing together, like, hello, that is
Right.
amazing for me. Like, that
Right.
sounds so great. And I love like putting together like gift guides. I love giving like, I don't know. I have so much fun during Christmas, like picking out presents for everybody. And I love clothes,
Mm.
obviously. I love like styles. I don't know. All that together, like, sounds pretty good to me. But what about you?
My goal. That's a
Mm-hmm.
great question. Right now, I think I can't even say in the next 5 years because next year I have so many goals. I'm gonna go to like Asia. I'm going to Japan, South
Amazing.
Korea, and I actually do want to do like a Memphis, Nashville trip with my friends because we talk about it of like a girls trip, which I think it's gonna be so much fun and just like go through all those live music and just like enjoy. That would
Yeah.
be cool. And I want to launch a successful blog, a successful podcast, and my successful website as well, because I feel like that's what I've been passionate about for the past 2 years. And for me to actually did bring it out, and I'm trying to have this awareness for women to be able to lift each other up and have like all this kind of group of female that's ready to like introduce you to what you want and opportunity and just grow each other and put each other out there and just like you know find faith and hope in each other. That's what I want.
I love that. I love all of that.
Thank
I'm
you.
here for all
Thank
of
you.
it.
Thank you. I feel like it's a great pain. It's scary though, like I said, but
You've
the
so got
beginning is
this.
just
Yeah, no, you've got this. It'll be so easy for you. It's great.
thank you. I think so too. And I know you're gonna do great as an editor. I can't wait
Thanks.
to like, start reading everything about you because
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
be that kind of friend that's so obsessed and start telling my
Thank
friend like,
you.
do you see what she wrote? Do you see what she
So
wrote? Oh my
sweet.
god. Because that's just me, like people need to start thinking like this, like it's not a competition between female, like it was never a competition and it
No.
will never be a competition because at the end of the day we're not born at the same time. Even though we were born, geez, we're born from different mother, even though different mother, we all have different goals, and even though we have different opportunities, that's what you need to start looking forward to, your opportunity and how you can go through the opportunities. And I feel like people think opportunity is like, it's the same thing as being, you know, um, trying to go over someone, or it's a jealousy or like competition against someone, but it's not.
No energy for that. No energy
Just
for the just. It's not a competition. I mean, like, we're all on, and like, I know, again, cliche, but like, we're literally all on this earth at the same time. Like,
right.
we might as well help each other out, support each other. I mean, like, why wouldn't we? We
I
all want to
know.
see each other grow, right?
And I don't know if you feel like this, like when I say people that I know, even though I talked to that person one time and I saw them like doing stuff, I'm the kind of person like, oh my god, I know this person, like she's
Mm-hmm.
doing great, oh my god,
Yeah.
look, like I feel proud to be in the presence of that greatness and to actually meet the person.
That's how I felt about you when I first
Oh
met
my
you. I'm like,
god,
oh, I
no,
love
stop
all of
it,
this.
stop it. But yeah, I get that. Like I feel like when you wish people well, the wellness is gonna come back to you because you can point like this to someone, the rest is coming back to you. So let's just do like this.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I just feel like people need to like start looking at that and just like lift each other up, and things will be
Yes.
great.
Yes, definitely.
I know. So are you excited for 2023 though?
I am. Honestly, I have such a good like gut feeling about it. So
Right.
I don't know. And it's funny because like a lot of people have told me that too. And I don't know if it was just because like I told you like I was laid off recently, which was such a bummer, but like it gave me a lot of time to figure out what I really want to do.
Right.
And a lot of people have been like, "Oh, like 2023 is going to be your year." And I was like, "You know what? I'm going to own that.
Claiming.
I'm going to do it."
Yeah. I love that. I
So,
love that for you. Like
yeah.
claiming the energy, like good energy. I feel like it's coming. You can feel it. You can taste it. Just have to like embrace
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I am excited too. I can't wait. Like I am so excited. But let's take it slowly. It's only 3 more days, right? No, 4.
3, 4.
Today's 27, no?
Oh yeah.
It's 4 more days. So let's take it slow as we could.
4 more
So
days till the best years of our life. Year of our
cheers
life.
to that.
Cheers with my drop of left. Drop of
Oh my God,
left.
you drink
Yep.
faster than I do.
My drop of
Oh
wine.
my God, I
left.
love this wine too. So yeah.
It's so good.
It
It's
is
so
so
good.
good. It is
Martha
good.
Stewart.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. Anyway, that brings us to the last question. Who was the last question?
What does loyalty mean to you?
Yes, please. She asked the question and you have to answer.
Okay. So I thought about this for a while. I think what it comes like I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of childhood friends, right? And I was thinking about it. They've been loyal like to me like as friends like since we were like I think I have a friend. I know I have a friend who we met when we were 5. She has seen me through every awkward life phase. Like like every awkward life phase. Like emphasis on the awkward. And she's still my friend. I'm like, what? How are you still my friend? Like
Right.
and I have a lot of like close friends from childhood and we were just I mean somebody who is going to be there for you through all those phases, like through your different obsessions in life, through your different, your different jobs, and they're still going to be, rooting for you.
Right.
Even like, I mean, I make a joke sometimes. I'm like, you know what? Like, we've been friends for too long. You know too much. We're going to stick together forever. Yeah? Good? Okay. You know too much. but really, like, 5 years old and now we're 27. I mean, that's a long time. That's like a 20-year friendship.
Yeah, that's a decade, more than a decade.
2 decades. It's insane. I know a lot of people like don't have childhood friends, so I feel really, really fortunate that I do. So just like somebody that's going to be there for you through literally everything. I think that's loyalty. Like somebody who's not going to be like, I mean, obviously there are exceptions, but for the most part, as long as like things are going smoothly and you're not, I don't know, psychotic, like everything is good. I don't know. I think that means a lot. It means a lot.
So I wanted to ask you a question about loyalty.
Yes.
So let's say you and a friend, you were friends, and you know another friend, and the other friends, you and the other friends are not getting along. Okay. Would you expect your other friend to not get along with that person?
So okay, this is interesting. Similar to that, I dated somebody for like 4 years. Right. My best friend from when we were 5 moved in with us due to family issues. Right. So it was me, my ex, her, and his family. I didn't think it was a big deal until we broke up. So at first I told her, I'm like, I really feel uncomfortable with you living there. Can you please like move out? So she did. And that was wrong of me because she was like thriving in this new environment. I mean, it wasn't for me. Right. But so in the end, I did tell her initially, like, please move out. But she told me, she's like, Brittany, I think it would be best if I move back because like for my growth, I'll be closer to where I need to be. I'll closer to school, work, and all that. So obviously I'm not going to tell her no. So I was like, okay, like as long as we keep it separate, like I don't want to hear about my ex. I don't want to hear about his family, So in the end, like she moved back in and, you just have to know where boundaries are. So like if somebody, like a friend, if I wasn't getting along with somebody else, I mean, that's what happened. I wasn't getting along with my ex, obviously. I wouldn't tell them to stop talking to them. I mean, she moved back in, and she still lives with them. And that was about 10 years ago. And she still lives with him. And it's not a big deal. Like there's just so much energy you wake up with every morning. I mean, you could spend it being negative and holding grudges and like you might not get along with somebody, but that doesn't mean that someone else shouldn't be able to get along with them. Right. I mean, again, there are exceptions. Like if there's like some serious crime that happens, but if it's something like there's a breakup or you don't get along with somebody else, I don't think I feel like that's their life. If they're able to respect you enough to keep it separate, like keep your ex's life, your ex-friend's life separate from yours, then I don't see why I don't, and that's also a little controlling from a friend's point of view, like being like, actually, you can't do this. You can't talk to that person because I don't like them. Like who am I to say that?
Right. I get that.
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh God, this topic is kind of a sore topic because a lot of people might disagree and a lot of people might agree. It's just come down to it. The way I think. I mean, I support the way you think, and it comes down to the way everybody think about it. But what I think was I don't think anybody should be saying, like it doesn't even make any sense for you to think because you're not talking to someone, everybody else to like close door, like for real. Like, who are we thinking? Like, what are we kidding? I mean, if I was like 5, I would think like that, but Jesus Christ, I'm like holding up to be somebody's mother. So it's like, I just don't, because that recently happened to me, and this girl, she was like going like all out. And it's not even like I'm a friend with the girl. I just make a comment, and the comment to God, the comments wasn't even coming from a bad place. I was just curious and I was asking. And the other girl that I don't even talk was just like, oh my God, I'm curious too. And she think we are friends. I'm like, you are my friend. I don't really know the other girl. Why do you think because I make a comment and she support me, that means we're friends?
Yeah.
And I actually get to tell like we're both 30, more than 30 years old. We're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. No, I get
Like this
it.
is, I don't think that's a thing. Like I just don't think that should be a thing. Like you at some age you should respect yourself enough, and each other and people that are around you, your friends, they should respect you enough to know, like boundaries, like you said. There should be some boundaries that says, there's some things that, you just don't take personal at this point anymore, because you and somebody fights, that friend should just walk past the person and not say hello. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
I just don't feel like that's human to me. I'm sorry for those people that disagree with me, but I don't think that's human. I'm sorry if you have a low self-esteem, which is a good, like it's a big thing. Like people, me too. I have a low self-esteem at some point, and some situation I might have a low self-esteem, but it's just having to like let people fight your battle or support you in your battle for you to be able to win is not a thing. It shouldn't be a thing, and that should just not be right at
Yeah.
all.
No, I totally get it.
I
Definitely.
just, at that point I just don't get, like, people need to, because at the end of the day what works for you might not work for others. And I feel like because you don't know who can help you, like you don't know where you're going to be in 10 years, you
It's
know.
true. It's true.
And then I always tell people, like, if you like, this always come down to it, like I choose my friend very carefully. And people, I mean, I have a lot of people that I talk to, and I have a lot of friends, and I know everybody weakness and strength. And I travel a lot. Let's say I got kidnapped, and or something, they just, my life depend on it, to just call one friend that's gonna pick my call in 1 second. I know who I'm gonna call. And I know some people that you're gonna call, they're gonna reply you to your text or your call back in 3 days. So, like, know your friends, and knows, like, there's limit to friends. There's
Mm-hmm.
limit to closeness. And there's some limit to things that, like, know your friend and put them in their scales. Some friends are good for fun, and some friends are good for emotional. Some
Mm-hmm.
friends are good for, like, therapy, that you don't even have to spend money at a therapist anymore.
So nice.
It's just, yeah, like, it's, you have to know each scales of friends. Some
Yeah.
friends, like, just call them in 1 second, they're gonna be there. Some friends,
Mm-hmm.
a week after, they're still gonna apologize, they love you so much. It's just their nature. It's not a bad thing, it's just their nature. So know your friends and pick your battle wisely.
Totally agree.
But never decide for anybody. I never get mad for everybody choices or anybody choices, because at the end of the day, it's their choice.
I agree. Yeah.
Right. It shouldn't.
And this has happened to me like a couple times too. Like I used to work at this restaurant and I started dating the owner's son. And I met one of my best friends there and she still works there. But like there is respect. Like she is good friends with him and she has good friends with me.
Right.
And there's just like a mutual respect. Like I don't hate the guy, but I don't want to hear about his life. He's not in my
Right.
life for a reason.
Right.
But I think like she respects me and him enough to be like, these are separate lives. And just
Right.
because I'm here in the middle and I'm a part of each of their lives doesn't mean that that's connected at all.
Right. And you can still have fun equally for, like, each both side, without making it like entanglement. Because I just feel like people need to grow up out of that shell too.
Yeah.
Like, when to, like, like, you're in a situation that you know what to say and what not to say. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like people need to grow up to that point. Like, you could manage your life and just, like, still not be difficult at each situation.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I just don't think loyalty should lie to that kind. That's not what I call loyalty. Loyalty is something that, to me, I feel like loyalty is somebody that is there for you in your bad days, like when you break down.
Yes.
They always there for you. That's loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty is now, I'm fighting my friend, let's go fight my friend together. That's just
I agree.
child's play.
I agree.
We need to know the meaning of loyalty, and people need to find a way to determine this is loyalty from child's play.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. A lot of people might disagree. No offense, but it's just like everybody, we all go through some phases that's just exceptional, and just like this doesn't make any sense anymore. No.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe in high school that was how it was. It's like, oh, you hate that person, I hate them too.
Right.
It's like, whatever.
Right. Isn't that weird? Like, I remember, like, in my high school, like, I used to fight with this person, and I later met this person in New York, like 15 years later. Do I still fight with the person or just say hello?
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of weird.
I know, right?
Like, we're just loyal to the rest here, and I still have to be like, oh my God, this is you.
Yeah.
Then where's my friend? It was weird. So,
So
you don't
crazy.
know. You don't know
Yeah.
who you're gonna meet. Like,
That's
it's
so
just
true.
weird. Like,
good vibes only, good energy only.
that's what I live
Yeah.
for. I just don't, I feel like I don't ever want to regret anything in my life.
Yes.
And I just want to live life to what I wanted and
Yeah.
what I'm never going to regret, and just have fun in the middle of all that.
Yeah, definitely. And you deserve that. Everyone deserves that.
Everyone deserves that. I feel like, like talking right now, I feel like a lot more therapy, because like we all, it's okay that we both have, like, similar opinion and different opinion, but at the end of the day, because that's what I like in friends. Like, I want you to have a different opinion than me. I want you to have a challenge, like challenge me mentally. I want to see both sides, because some friends just feel like they, me and my friend think alike. No, sometimes you shouldn't think alike. You should, sometimes your friend needs to call you out on your B, like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
This is what you're doing, but it's wrong,
Yeah, I try to be honest with my friends, like, without hurting their feelings. Like, if my friend is like, tell me if I should post this or not, and like, I'll be honest with her. She's like, thank you so much, and I expect the same. Hopefully,
right?
Like, I don't know. And I also have another friend who has such different views than me. Like, almost everything is just like different. She grew up in Russia, and like she was raised like differently, different cultural, like culturally, but it's nice to have somebody there who like can challenge my own beliefs. There's not like a bubble of confirmation bias. Like, I can be like, hey, what do you think about this? And she'll be like, well, I don't agree. And I'm like, all right, like, I respect it,
Yeah. It's kind of like, for me, I find it very, very eye-opener when you find somebody that have a different bias than you, especially because we all have unconscious bias. Let's just keep it that way. And it's just like, I feel like everybody, most of the time, we don't have like a full picture. We always do something half glass full, like my mother always said. And when we open to like both sides, and then we were like conflicted, like, oh my God, I can't believe I agreed to this. Because it's just like, it's our own human being unconscious bias, and it's just it's okay too, because it's the way for us to determine where we stand.
Yeah, no, it's so true.
Yeah, I like that. I like this conversation, like we have in this conversation. It's so good. It's empowering. I love it. I am so glad you're here tonight.
Me too.
I am so glad. And I think the question of the day used to be, not used to be, let's leave the question of the day is, what does loyalty mean to you? Let's know, like, what do you think a loyalty should be? What is your idea of being loyal to someone? Let's leave it to you guys to answer, like, reply to us, let us know what your loyalty is, and then we can come back. I hope you come back when I invite you back.
So of course. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thank you. Like, I love this. I love having this conversation with people. It's so much empowering, and I hope to, like, see other view. I love it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
my God, I
you.
really appreciate you for coming to. I mean, you're gonna be on my episode 2 of this podcast, and I can't wait to celebrate our 100 downloads with everyone. I am gonna be so excited. I hope it comes soon. So we're hoping that comes soon. So you better start sharing and start downloading and start listening to this. It's gonna be fun, and always have your cheer and your cocktail or wine or juices or tea. And cheers.
I need a refill.
You definitely need a refill. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Please do follow her on Instagram. It's at Bray Gibson, right?
Yes.
And on Instagram, please do follow her. And if you see her on the street, say hi. She's so cute and amazing, down to earth as well. So
thank you.
yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this. This is Pregame with Girlfriend. I'm your host Adiola, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye. Oh my god, thank you. This is amazing.
Yay.
This is